Big dick. Drink this shit. Here. Here, big guy. Here we go. Drink, 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 drink. You got it?
Yeah.
Wait. Give me that first, and I'll take it. I know. Yeah. Here, give me this. I'll take this, and I'll give you some food, okay? You can mess with my bag. Drink this shit. Here. Drink, 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 drink. Drink. Hey.
Very.
Ready? You like it? Here. Got it? Good man. Good. You like it? You okay? You all right? Here, let me get you some apples. Here's some apples, big guy. Hold still. All right, big guy. Ready? Got it?
Yeah.
Grab. Good. Whew. Where you pointing at, old man? Hmm? Oh yeah, here we go. Good man. Let me get you something else here. Here we go, big guy. You having fun? Nice? Yeah. And it's good having you here. Man. Tagging was Luis. Luis Sioma. Luis Sioma. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? To give you an idea of the paper tagging, check this out. This is white cloth. Right? Granted, it's very bright on there, I'm aware. But, turn paper, buddy. I am excited. This will be fun. It's, I guess maybe it's not. It's kind of more of a neutral. I don't think it's too warm. I don't really have. I guess it is. I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. To me, it's probably in between. I guess it might be a little warm. Yeah. Let's see. The board that it's on is a little warm, so it's pretty neutral. It's a Roma paper, Carta di Roma. He's trying to roll his R's. A Roma. Here, eat. You want an apple? Yeah, you do. No. He started trying to roll his R's. That's really funny. See, I'm looking back here, but the image is like here. And so it's a really horrible setup, but if I get it too close, he attacks it. So, you like the cool tones? Cool. Gotcha. Start marking this belly. The Canson Mutantis tone papers. I'll have to check them out because I want to get some Canson papers as well. Why did I want that? Oh yeah, I wanted the Canson papers because on Friday or Thursday nights I do the drawing class. Son of a bitch. I do the drawing class and yeah, it's fine. And I'd like to do a larger drawing, but without doing Roma paper because that's kind of, it's too expensive. They're cheap. Nice. I just need to do larger drawings during those classes. This drawing I have been correcting the shit out of, and it still needs a lot of correction. I am aware. Like, I've thinned the legs up significantly, continuing to do so. And I'm trying to work it in at the top. Ooh, baby. Hey, Dad, you want an apple? Dad. Let's see if he eats this. 1 second. You want this? Eat. There you go. Grab it. Good job. Costs like 80 cents a piece. It's not good for charcoal, but it does the job. You could probably still draw with charcoal. We used to do Canson paper all the time, unless it's a different texture. It just falls off. That's not good, but I mean, still do a lot. Thin the torso out some. It's a little bit big up top. Just need to thinner out. That definitely comes in. And also on that side, just a little bit. My eyes, the impression. You have to work more carefully and fill the holes of the paper with charcoal. It can be damaged more quickly than Roma. Roma is a beast, yeah. I love Roma. This is Roma paper, so what I want to do is have a very beautifully polished, finished drawing at the end of this. And I will turn this into a video, as I'm doing most of the stuff that I do on the stream. A lot of this is just this understanding form, right? I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at. Fabriano is good too, better than Canson. This is actually Roma Fabiano, I think. Or Fabiano is the one who's doing Roma now, isn't it? I always thought there were two separate things, but I think Fabiano is Roma. Anyway, it's very good. I have a whole stack of them up top here. Yeah, you can see this right here. You can in fact see this is a tone piece and white paper and such. It's really good. Really good. See, a lot of this, I have. Actually, this is pretty close. I might try bringing this in just a little bit, make it a couple accents, but it's really close. It probably has more to do with just an illusion of it being a little bit too wide. Maybe, because, you know, I came in today, I was like, oh, crap. I always see stuff when I come in because I don't give my eye the breaks that I actually need. But we're just working with subtlety right now. Constantly shifting this stuff around. I'm going in, trying to work more form in and kind of. I've got to the point that the materials I have access to are getting in my way of improving. You know, it does make a difference. You need the next level shading. Yeah. Just a little bit more than I have. This kind of is too bumpy, but I kind of like the bump to it. Shave that in just a little bit. So I'm also, like, I'm really tagging it at this level. Like, you know, you want to be mechanical about it. This really applies to you, so listen. You want to be mechanical and think angles and look at shapes. Like, you know, when I'm drawing this shape, I'm looking at this shape and trying to see this in comparison to this. Like, that's how we should be doing it. But you're also really trying to understand and remember what you've done and try to understand the form and why it's like that. And sometimes if something looks too wide, sometimes it just needs to come in just a little bit, like you just mark it in just a little bit. Maybe, for example, if this is too accented right here, it's coming out, it can make this entire thing look too wide when you're really focusing on it. And so that's just something to keep in mind with this stuff. You don't always need to do these like giant drastic changes, but the way that you'll be able to know that is just by better understanding it. You know, you have, like, we have to understand what we're looking at. Otherwise, it's just, when you're trying to get to the level of subtlety that we're trying to get to, it just doesn't work if you don't understand. You know, because it's kind of like the person who always measures everything, and they'll never understand what they're looking at because it's always just taking measurements, and that little accent of understanding will not be there. And any trained eye will pick that up, and when your eye gets trained, you have to like, you'll be able to see it, and then you have to know how to fix it as well. I don't know if any of that made sense, but my point is that, like, when I'm doing this stuff here, I'm really thinking about the rib cage and the anatomy and the form, and I'm looking at right here and really taking all my training into account to how to break those lines down. But then the second part is understanding it three-dimensionally, like understanding, like feeling it. You got to feel it. I don't know if I've ever made this comparison to you before, but so I'm always saying stay in shape, and we talked about this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's awesome, he was interviewed once, and he was like, you have to feel the muscle. He says, I see people, you know, like at the gym texting and doing all this stuff, but like when you're exercising, like say you're pulling back, you can't just pull back and do this and really expect anything out of it. He said this Mickey Mouse shit or something, but he said you want to think about it. You got to pull and then squeeze and then go forward. So it's like that's something that, you know, I would say is mundane if you work out all the time, right? You're always doing these exercises, but you have to literally really think about what you're doing and try to really understand it. And that's really going to push you forward. I'm telling you this because you're going to be going into this, and yeah, I have to put in double amount of effort to get roughly the same quality of atelier work. Maybe, but you're already like really in a good place. That's why, like, what you just said is why I'm telling you this stuff, because even in an atelier, it depends on who is there, but you might not hear what I'm saying to you there, even if it's the academy, because I've heard people from the academy say some really stupid shit recently, and that wasn't the case when I was there. So it depends on who's teaching, right? And I'm really not meaning to bash people. I'm simply saying that knowledge is knowledge, and you can get it anywhere. Now, you're going to obviously get more experience by being there and having access to a live model and all that. So that is what you need. This type of knowledge, that's why I'm giving it to you. It's going to really help you because your mentality is so important. There are several people, for example, who had access to a live model, but their mentalities were just horrible and they didn't really improve. That happened. There are a lot of people. You just don't see it because we tend to look at the good work, right? There are a lot of people who did not turn out to be great artists, and it's just how it is. They didn't. A lot of them really wasted their time there. And I also heard a lot of bad advice given. Oftentimes, some teachers would disagree with each other. You know, it's not all perfect over there. Right? But like, I'm a huge advocate for it because, like, no place No place is perfect. No place is perfect. It's a good habit that I have been doing is that if I don't understand a part of the figure, I isolate it, study, and draw it alone, understand the anatomical structure. Really good. Really good. And here's the thing. This is the truth. When you have access to a live model tag in, you're going to shoot forward because having a live model is what's going to make you understand it much better. Like just being able to see it up there three-dimensionally. See, I'm actually too working from my knowledge that I have from working with models like three-dimensionally. That's also what I'm doing with this. It's not simply I'm not isolated to just looking at this in one view, one angle. And so when you have access to models, that's when you're really going to shoot forward, just the repetition and all this stuff, and you're going to learn the mechanics behind it, and it's going to be great. And so, like my job, my goal with you is to, like, when you get there, you have a solid mentality so you optimize your time. That's my goal. Like, I want you to be learning at like 3 times the rate of everybody else because you have the mentality for it. Like, you really soak up the time. That's what I really want. Like, I want you to be just amazing at this stuff. And like, that's what I want. I want you to really be the best that you possibly can be with this, and to save you a lot of time. So get the mentality of learning in anything is so important. You gotta know how to learn. You have to know this stuff. Feel the ribs. Be the ribs. Be the ribs. Now, all of this right here is still very malleable. I can still work it. I don't want to overdo this, but I'm just kind of lightly marking these ribs in. I'm not trying to I'm not thinking model, but I am thinking, get them in the interest of getting the rib cage correct. Oh man, what the hell? And notice I am kind of working all around. Let me catch the top up some though. I need to really not let this lag behind. Everything's light, everything's malleable. All right, nothing's screwed. Old man, let me give you the last apple here. Here we go, big guy. Here we go. Ready? Open that mouth. All right, grab it. Here. Ready? Here. Hold that. There you go. Eat that shit. It's good. It's been doing good with the apples. Methinks, maybe, don't know. Methinks. Oh, this is going to be something. That's too low. Should be higher up. Higher up. Or should it? This might be actually too high. This actually goes on just. Is that correct? It doesn't really. It feels like now it's going out too far. Start solidifying these things. See, I am drawing these features in, just ballparking them, but it still doesn't look correct to me. Let's go here. That angle. Ooh, baby. Talked to Michael John Angel on Facebook. No way. Once, and I just found out about that atelier training. And I said to him how I can prepare, and I said to him how I can't read. I don't know how to read anymore. Prepare for an academy. He replied with some advice like do bar drawings and follow painters that studied in ateliers and just be in touch with the atelier world. I was so amazed that he replied. Yeah, he's really cool. He's really cool. I like him. He commented on one of my videos incorrectly. He's like, the nose is too long. I was like, thanks. He said something like that. It was the one I did of Rose where she was like farting in the bathtub or whatever that one was. It was pretty funny. And she was talking about that. In my defense, that was a quick drawing. But, he's probably right. He's probably right. This was 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, cool. And Ms., what did you say just now? I said, oh yeah, baby. Yeah, she does, man. We get the best ones here. Get back on. Yeah, we get the best ones. So that's why I have to do a content warning now, apparently. Which is fine. It's probably for the best. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah. This is our Thursday night models. I have a ton of poses for her. Then I wasn't aware of other academies. I mean, look, they're good ones, man. They're good ones, and you could go to anyone, like even not the Florence Academy, but I don't know them as well. You will probably make an educated decision, and to be honest with you, like you can always leave if it's not something you really, really want. I think the Florence Academy is freaking awesome, though. I mean, at the time, when several years ago, it was really. That was the one. That is the one. You all right, Dad? What are you doing, you goat? What are you doing? Portals on the tower is what we need. But you can't do that down south is the problem. Like, how are you going to get those guys down unless they can slip past choke? But you can't do that with a stealth team. I mean, to be honest with you, we know this stuff. I'm just complaining because it's not going to be fixed, but FA is really, it is. That's where you need to be going tagging is the FA, I think. Personally, that's what I do think. All right, so I'm going to look at that top rib, which should be, if I'm using comparative measurements, it should be about here. That's that top rib, and then it dips. Yeah, exactly. You're right. When we have control Ms, that's when we do it. So the Lime Academy in Connecticut that's where Jordan is, right? I think it is. It is the Lime Academy, right? Jordan, if you have an opportunity to study with him, you should. You should take that. Like that would be a good one too. That would be a very good one. This angle's off. Some mistakes here. Hatching this out. But I couldn't believe we lost that tower. I could not believe it. I was literally staring at it, and then like at 1.5 seconds, it was. I said this, and you can't tell me it had nothing to do with that broken spell they have. It is broken. It is so unfair. That's like a huge tactical disadvantage. I mean, major. It is. The Lima Academy, you should go there though. Oh yeah, that was it. It was just literally, I mean, that was pulled out of their ass, and good for them. You know what? Because I would have done the same thing if I was in their position. The same thing. So I'm not, like, they should be taking advantage of that wall. It's here. This angle is off, and it comes in a little bit here. So this is why I shadow shape in, because then I can cut in with the eraser and cut. See how that is. Burnt, who knows what. Oh, yeah. It would have been totally, I think it would have been totally different, personally. That stuff kind of always is. Three more towers. Yeah. But Miz, the only thing I have to say is when we're like, if we try to go like around some fancy way, like, I get what we're saying with like that pugs can't do that, but we have to be able to do that, and we have to at least be able to try, right? But you know what's funny about that whole scenario? I was under the impression, I was like, wow, these are really good pugs we're up against. They really lucked out. And then it turns out, anyway, tagging. I think you should definitely, the Florence Academy is where you should go. That's what I believe. I do believe that wholeheartedly. We have to be able to do that, man. I mean, you know, we can't keep on doing these basic plays up against a team like that. I'm so sick of SAS players and discs saying, oh, yeah, exactly. And I'm also frustrated, and it's not their fault. It's more me. But I'm frustrated because, look, I like playing the class I play, but I'm also tired of it, like, at the end of the night. And at least for one game, I would just like to try something else. And I swear, every single time is that I switch, like I switch to fire at the end, which hamstrung us, right? Every time. And I'm not saying we played the match basic. I'm just saying, like, that type of play, like, there's some things that I still think they could have done it. That's all I'm saying. It's not a big deal. I'm really not trying to criticize you. Like, that was a really good match. And it wasn't, you didn't play it basic. Not like that. That's not what I meant. Oh, yeah, it was a good strat. It was good. I was also really tired. I didn't want to be there. And the reason being I just haven't got too much. Like, it's again, this is me. I hadn't gotten sleep, and I have not gotten much sleep at all in a while. And I was wanting to get more last night, which I got more than I normally do, so that's good. But that's on me. That wasn't anybody else's fault. That was totally me. That was totally me. So I was just like, it's kind of the whole time I was just hoping it would be over. Oh, shit. This is how you fix this. I'm just saying, I think that we should try it with the pugs. Like, I think they can do more, especially if you have a marker and you were raid warning. I think it's a very good strat because they were listening to us and they were stacking. That's why I was like, they can follow this marker and we can go around. Like, you can do that. Oh, I should stop. Oh. But, okay. So long strategy, I'm encouraging you. Like, yeah, they're smarter. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can do it. I think we can do it. If we couldn't, then don't do it because it's just going to hurt us. But I really think we could do it with. But my point being is that, like we learned again last night, they depend on those portals and they depend on a team fight. That's what we learned. Again, and we know that, but it's constantly confirmed to us. Every time we play them, we get new information that's very valuable to us. This needs to go in. That's what it is. I'm actually going to redraw part of this. It does bulge out, but it bulges out further in. It might even bulge out further in than this. Sharpen this. Doing okay? No apple on the ground. You okay, big guy? You want to stand with me? You want to stand up? Stand up. Let's get you standing. Fix this really quick. Yeah. I mean, I thought you did a really good job. I'm not criticizing that. Yeah, and that was a good strategy in that case. Like, my thing is, if in a team like that, you don't want to have like a confrontation there. If you can avoid it, like that's not a place to stand. You stand at better standing at Shiggy, but even then, it's like if we haven't divided them, then we've already failed, in my opinion, when we're like that. And that's what we're talking about because. So I need to get in disc with Deacon. I have not checked since I really asked him that. Is it? That looks better. Here, let me stand my dad up. Oh yeah, we did. We're in a good position. This is my point. Like, this is good. Come on, stand up. You ready? Let's go, big guy. Oh baby.
What do you want?
You want to stand up so you can stand up for a second. Oh, baby. Ready? Oh, there you go. Come on. Stand over here with me. I need to stand him up for a second because it's not good that he sits all the time. Anyway, it's good. And talk to Deacon and get some ideas of everything. Huh? Wait. Don't go that way. Come here. Come this way. Come this way. See, it probably wasn't smart for me to get him up, but come here. I want you to stand with me. Come over here. Come here, big guy. Ready? Come on. Come here. I need to draw. Stand here. Can you stand here with me? You can hold my hand. Here, you can hold my hand. I got you. Okay. Anyway. There we go. I got this guy.
That one has.
Mm-hmm. Here. Should have gone further south instead of Galvin. Yeah, I do think that what I would have done is, because I was thinking about that too, we should have, I think it was good to go Galv. I think what we should have done, here's a good strat. I have two thoughts on this. We could have gone Galv, but if we did, I think we should have taken IBGY at the same time. That's what I think. Just send Haps and one other guy or two other guys over there and just take it out. Split them up. And also maybe 2 or 3 people to go tap a tower south. Yes, I do think that. Another strategy is to go and get all the towers and not worry about Galv, and then hold it to the very end, right? You tap all the towers. This I don't think would work. You tap the towers, and we pull off Galv and Drek. You only have Galv and Drek, and so then they have to guard one or the other, and so that we can split them up again. I don't know, but I do think we can't just go one place. We have to go 2 different places at once, at least. So I think we should have gotten IBGY. I don't think we're playing that up as much as we should be. Kill them at the recall, or IBT at the same time. I would take IBGY over IBT, because whoever we kill, they're going down to Frostwolf and we're bottlenecking them in. And so we can tap IBT, maybe send one person there. We had enough people where we could have left one person IBT, gone and taken IBGY and tapped TP, or sent 2 or 3 south so they have to recall south and then come up, not just run down. I would definitely play more than one objective at once with them. We're not going to win just by going one at a time, because that's what they're doing. And that's how we won that other game, or almost won the other game, where we got all the towers and stuff, because we played more objectives, and we can do that, but it's just we're not doing that. I think IBGY is one of the crucial points, and I have to say this. Yeah, Galv was a good move, but I think we could do that, but if their whole team recalled, they could simply wipe us out and we have nothing. So but again, I'm just going to put this out there. When there was like a time when the games, like the regular games, and I think there were a lot of pre-mades too in the games, it was very hard. And this was when you were not there and I was leading a lot. And one of the things that I would do is go to IBGY. Like I put more pressure on there. And that tended to work, the IBGY and then back cap thing. And we did go up against pre-mades, and we did a good job against them. So I think we should be doing that more. Killing IBGY. What do you got there? You got a palette knife, and what else? You got my pencils, and you have a leveler. Yeah. Let me bring this over here. I have to draw close up so I can guard this thing. Maybe they both burn. Yeah. Look, I think anything's better than just doing one at a time. And I'm going to do whatever you say. That's fine. Because the truth is, any of these strategies work depending on what they do. Right? I'm just saying, I still think we need to be putting more precedence on IBGY, because that's such a... It's like our Shiggy. That's what we always guard our Shiggy, but we're never attacking their IBGY. It did, but we need to get it seems like, I think we need to try to put more precedence on it more often. Within reason. Galv, we did IBGY, IBT, TP, burned. Right, that's good. That's what we need to do. You're right, but we needed to do that at the same time as we hit Galv. I think. Speed it up some, make them panic. What you got? Here's my soap and everything. I got you, buddy. Stay here with me. We put it as a diversion. We don't need to always keep it and hold. No, Dad, come back this way. Nope. 1 second, guys. Come here. Why are you escaping back here? Come here. Come here. I should not have unleashed him. All right, man. I'll see you. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. Come here, Dad. Come this way. Why are you going back there? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go this way. Come on. Come on. I got you. Ready? Let's walk. There you go, big guy. Here, I want you to sit back down because you're being a terror right now. Ready? Come over here. You want to sit? You want to sit here?
No.
Here, sit. Oh, baby. Stay there. Woo. That is funny. Go. Got it. Okay. Oh. Say what, Dad? This thing comes in just a little bit. Huh? You, huh? Old man. Ah, Louis. How's it going, Val? Somebody. We are doing a very nice drawing charcoal. It's getting this thing hatched out. Hatched out, as we say. Isn't Louis? Huh? What, Dad? Shit. That comes up. Ooh, Val. Wait a second, you don't have work today? It's good. Or did you get off? What time is it? It's 4:30. You probably already got off, didn't you? This is shit. Oh man. This is probably incorrect. Huh?
6.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah?
Hey.
I feel like this still needs to come up just a little bit. It does, and this needs to come up. Oh yeah. Those ribs. Shit. Right, there's that. There. And then one in between. Just drops. Wait a second. We're gonna have to redo all this, I think. That's the point on it. The width. Okay. That comes up. There. Yes. Aw. You ripping my box apart? Old goat. Straps. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Here, let me see this really quick. Can I see this?
Done.
Okay. Okay, just don't rip it up anymore. Just gonna rip it up. Huh? Oh. Here. Let me see that shit. Because, here, you want to play with this? Here. Okay, and let me see what else I can get you to play with. This. What else do I have that he can play with? You want to play with this down? Here. Here. Look at that. That's fun, huh? Yeah. Shades of Mediocrity. What's up, man? How are you doing? It's been a while. What are you up to? Shades of Mediocrity. Yeah. Yeah. How have you been? Cut that in just a little. Ooh. Be a little overmodeled. Turn it down some. Been busy trying to sort out my transition from studying to working. It's been a packed couple of months. What about you? Just been taking care of Dad and streaming. I didn't stream last week. This week I'm streaming solidly up until probably Friday. I have to go out of town. Been good, man. Just been getting stuff done. And actually have filmed several videos that I haven't released yet. I'm kind of stocking them up and I'm going to start putting them out so that the content can flow a little bit more than it has been recently, because I tend to have, go like a month or 2 months without having a video, and that's unacceptable. And I'm trying to rectify that. So, yeah. It's how it is. It's how it is. I have probably about 10 videos so far, but they're like quicker, straight to the point, but also they have humor, so it's all good. Kind of trying to get better. Very busy, yeah. It's been a lot. Yes, there will be plenty to look forward to, and like I said, like my goal has always been to do what I'm doing now, which is to try to provide more content. Because ideally, I want to be putting out 2 or 3 videos a week. That sounds crazy right now, but I actually film about that much. It's the editing that kind of slows me down a little bit. The editing part, that's the part you can do a lot with it. This actually drops. Look at that. Let's go down just a little bit. There, that comes down here. Let's work this up a little bit more than I have it. But all this content I'm going to be putting in a video in some form or another. So I have a lot of content, right? It's the editing part, man. If there's one thing, if you get going as a content creator, or whatever you want to call it, I think the best things that you can invest in is somebody who does your editing. I would think. Like I'm talking about above everything else, like a camera and stuff. I have a decent camera. I have to for this, but yeah, it's the editing, because let me tell you, if I could because I can film, I know how to film stuff. Like I can do all that myself. In fact, everything I do myself right now. So if I had somebody editing for me, dude, you would see like at some point, because I'm not going to stop. At some point, this thing gets bigger. Because I've been at this a couple of years, so I know I'm not going to stop. This thing gets bigger, I'm going to get an editor, somebody who knows what they're doing. We have School of the Arts here in Winston-Salem. School of the Arts. It's a great school, kind of. Anyway. Get one of those guys. I should. If I could. Just you want to pay him. See, I can't afford to pay her. The second that I can. Boom! Because, I really do want... I don't like just releasing something like occasionally. It's so stupid. And it's fun having a video out. It really is. So, anyway. Yeah. So, anyway, just right now, I'm just trying to figure this thing out. This is probably still subject to change, and I'm gonna keep it probably in the stage. It's still very correctable. It's just very light. I've been working on it. How long have I been working on this? I've been working on this for. It's been longer than an hour and a half because I streamed for a while before, and then I had to stop because my camera was messing up, so I had to restart the computer. But the head is too big. Definitely is too big, yeah. All right, I'm gonna kind of, let me see, let me focus on this. I can imagine it's frustrating sitting on the raw footage. I just roll my eyes at it. I don't know how frustrated I get with it, but yeah, I need to come over some. I really think this needs to come in. Comparative measurements. I still think this needs to come in just a little bit because I brought. It comes in. That cuts in. So this cuts in. That cuts in like that. I think. This is what I'm talking about. I think. It's kind of crazy. Val, back. It's in the middle of an intense BG. Cool, man. I wish I was with you. I have to be disciplined in my life right now. Gotta do it. Plus, I like doing this. This is fun. This is. I actually really enjoyed this type of work. I've been doing stuff the last couple months that I literally hate doing. Which, you know what? I'm lucky because I still get to do what I want overall. But yeah, this is great. I love doing this type of work here. It's actually the nose. This is there. The nose is here. Out. And then for the tip of the nose, which should be right here. Actually, I'm still bringing it out like that. Is that wrong? Oh, I see what I did. I'm an idiot. What, Dad? I think I just messed that up. 44 million healing done. What is going on? That's really good even for you. I mean, you've been starting to like almost average that. Did they change something or what's going on? Or maybe something's clicking, you're just getting better? I mean, that's really good. Making it look like the head was too big to me. It still is too big. I swear. Like, what am I missing here? Dad, what am I missing? Oh, I need it. Wait a second. Okay. I mean, that's making sense. The elbow. I think it's humerus here, and then that cuts in there. Yeah. And then the nose. Oh, wait a second. Mine's going straight. I'm being stupid as hell right now. It's like this thing comes this drops, this comes over. That probably comes in too. Just the top of the head, if the top of the head's here. I'm just going to carve this out, and I'll probably have to redo this. And cut that. All right, that looks a little better to me. And then the chin comes in some. Just voicing what I think here. The chin comes in, the neck comes in just a little bit. Because her head, there you go, that's a little bit better. Her head was too big, man. Once you got your rival title in PvP, everyone else is just a mere peon. I really want mine. I don't know if I'll ever get it, though. I think I could. If I really put my mind to it, I think I could. There are times, Val, sometimes like when I'm very clear-headed. If I've gotten a good night's sleep, then I things slow down for me and I can see more. But that's unfortunately very rare these days. I normally have to fight my inability. That's why I get frustrated sometimes, because it's like I know that I'm playing below what I know I can do. That's it can be frustrating. And then this is there. And it comes down more like this, right? And then this comes out like that. And then this part right here, it kind of does one of these weird things. It's following down. Except it's not that dark. I can lighten that up some. I watched all the Disc Priest videos on Skill Cap. They had a couple of good tips I'm going to try. Yeah, I've watched a lot of the stuff on the Warrior, and I haven't watched the Mage yet, which they're getting a nerf, by the way, which is really frustrating. All of them are. All specs. Anyway, Skill Cap is really good. There's so much good information in there. I was flipping through it earlier again today. Yeah, they are. They are. And to be honest with you, it's frustrating, but it doesn't surprise me. Let's go straight across. Well, this needs to drop. But then it goes straight across to here. That's where the chin should be. This cuts up. And maybe that does too. If that's there, it could be that this actually does come up just a little bit. Yeah, they were. That's what makes me frustrated, though, is that they keep on way over-tuning things to the point where they have to make these like really crazy nerfs, and it doesn't feel good when that happens. Okay, there we go. This now comes in. That raised up. This comes out. This probably comes up just a little bit. This comes up. This comes up. Here. It should still be okay. Take that out. Bring this up. Bring that up some. Maybe. See how this looks. Just standing back. That looks okay. I can still go with that. It's getting to the point where my eye's a little bit old, and this isn't even making sense, and I would have caught that if I was a little bit more fresh-headed. First, so like, how does this happen all the time? I don't know, but it happened with Red. It keeps on happening with the Paladins. And they're nerfing Frost Mage, which they just changed. They literally just changed it. And they also buffed Fire. They're nerfing it again. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. And it doesn't feel good. Literally in that patch, it's all the classes that I play. It's frustrating. Oh, it's frustrating to me. Let's go down to that piece. Let's darken this. We're going to darken to accentuate a large shape that also pertains to anatomy right here. So this part swoops down, but I'm trying to shape this outside part while understanding the form and the anatomy, making sure that makes sense. It's a lot. It's a juggling act. A large shape. This needs to drop just a little bit. Coming down here. Darken this just a little bit here. Unify. Step back. Okay. Slowly. Hatching this out. That's what we do. Slowly hatch this out. Down to make sure everything's unified, open my eyes up to make sure I'm drawing it correctly. Don't want to over model that. This is no, dude, it's all good, man. It's better than how it's been. It's just been essentially me and Tagian was in here earlier. That's always a good conversation with him. Dispriest is somehow doing decent this expansion. Normally, I'm in your exact shoes, just constantly being buffed and nerfed and never feels relevant. Well, I mean, it doesn't feel good, does it? I don't know why. It's not like they just started this stuff yesterday. This needs to come in some. It's like they had Wrath, and there's mountains of feedback on why every class felt great. Why does it have to be that to be like you have to have classes that feel so bad and then they do sweeping nerfs? They've even said in the past, they said it never feels good to nerf, but they keep on doing it. And I think it's because they can't balance because their scaling is so bad. Like, they have modifiers to the point where if you get better gear and it just multiplies things out of control because of a modifier instead of it being a percentage base. Just make it a percentage based damage increase so that you can actually control what you're doing. And that's the other thing. I'm tired of always having to gear up every season. I am so sick of it. Why? Can't they be more creative? It's like essentially it's not that we're getting gear, it's that they're essentially taking ours away. Every season it's the same thing. Like, think of this. In PvE, they get gear. All right, I'll read what you're saying in a second. In PvE, and follow me here, they get gear because they're going up with new content. All they do is say, you got to get gear again to be viable, but don't give us any new content with PvP. It makes sense in PvE. It doesn't make sense in PvP. I'm tired of it. All it makes it is so that the tunes that I want to play, I really can't because they're not geared up. I'm not going to take the time to do it for the 50th time because I know, if I do the priest, well, by the time I get the gear, it's probably going to be next season and I've spent all the honor on this. So why not save the honor till next season? I just stick with like one or two tunes no matter how good or bad they get and just force myself to get proficient, even if which is what you should do. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I'm just, honestly, at this point, I've played the game so much that I'm bored, as I know you are too. And I just want to, I also look at it like I'm learning about the class, which it does help. Because I need that, you need to know how to counter the class. So it helps even if you're just, you know the spells and stuff. And so I never really took as much time to do that as you did. I don't know. It's just, I'm sick of always having to gear up. I'm just complaining today. It's not that big of a deal, and I have fun doing it. But they could be doing so much better with this. But it's whatever. Use that tape measure. Miz, he's talking. I mean, he's doing more strat. What this is. Steer had a good post, apparently. That was not a good line. But maybe it's time to slightly darken this one. Moving down, just to get a fresh eye up top, and then I'm going to move back to the head. That's my plan of action here. That's how we do it. That's how we keep a fresh eye. Okay, let's get back up to the head. The head is still too big. The chin needs to come up some. The nose needs to go in. Go ahead and put these in so the chin comes up some. It's going to be right there. That's where the chin is. I am going to cut it in. Again, I'm going to cut this. I just got to cut this in one. That's where it's cutting in. That's it. Redrawing. Just basic blocking. So I keep it very simple because I make mistakes. There. That's how that is. If that's where that is, this is coming this way. And then this breaks up. Brought that in, breaks up like that. Methinks. Is it? Nope. It's coming up here. In between the two. That's it. All these lines light. All of them very erasable. Val, I am teaching you how to draw, buddy. Even though you don't know it, you are learning. I ended up taking work off today. I woke up and my whole face hurt from getting that crown. Dude, I forgot about that. Is it feeling any better? Should be it. It's looking better. I bet you that tomorrow when I come in, I'm going to see a lot of things that need to change. And so that's why I'm not going to solidify and start really modeling this. But this is actually coming along quite quickly for me going off a photograph that's incredibly small. But I want to get that head in and get the upper area blocked in to get caught up with everything else. Ooh, son of a bitch. It's like third time I've hit that camera. It's feeling a little better good. Sorry, I mean, that sucks, man. I still remember my wisdom teeth getting taken out. That wasn't fun. It's not fun. Not fun at all. See, I brought that left side in, and I think the breast need to go in that way some. And we're going to move this line out that way just a little bit, because I've moved this in that way, so I'm going to shape this in just a little bit, but not too much. Remember the anatomy. just a little bit and see how that does. It's a little bit better. But accentuate this. And then this part. It's one of those things that comes out just a little bit. Oh man. Moving. You alright? Yeah. Keep on working, but I'm going to switch to pencil drawing really quick, so give me a second. Let me set this up. That's not too bad. That looks okay. Yeah, I'm still going hammy, but I'm going to switch it to the pencil really quick. It's going to be, and I'll keep the camera on so you can watch me do this. It's actually kind of funny. I'm trying to get a little bit of both in today. Got some good stuff. That drawing is coming along quite nicely. It's all right. You know, it's the first charcoal drawing I've done in several years. In like a figure drawing, so very pleased. Now I can go to this, get a little bit more practice in. You know, the cool thing is that my eye tends to change the more that I draw. And so the more I draw, the more I see. And so some of the stuff that looked good to me that I did before doesn't look so good. And I see things on how to correct it. So my eye gets sharpened, and that's why I do this. And it comes out in my painting. So I think one of the best ways to improve paint is to actually improve your drawing. Work on your drawing quite a bit. So I'm going to set everything up here. Just the camera, all that stuff. Flip. Let me actually put it on something that's not scandalous just in case. Okay. Xerx is upset that there's a content warning. It's not by my hand that happened. That's by Twitch's hand that they made me do it. And I have to comply. That's how it goes. Rotate counterclockwise. That's how we're going to do it. Doesn't make sense right now? No, but it will. I never saw that before because you know why? They made me put it on. They made me put it on. Cat 2, let's put it on Cat 1. And then, let's do this. They made me put it on. They gave me until July 20th because apparently my work is very offensive. Give me a sec. Lose main camera just for a second here. Pull this up. And let's do. Yeah, it's fine. Just let's bring in some more. Try to get as big as I can on here for you. Shit. Right here. There we are. And there. There we go. Got it. Wear what? Don't you wear me, old man. I said wear. There we go. Do it. What is behind there? Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Synergy. Synergy. You've reported me several times. I wonder how many times you and I have both been reported, like collectively. What the hell is this? There it is. I bet you it's a lot. Hey. What's up, bro? Bruh. Zerx, after you left last night, my will to play left me, and I was... You asshole. Because before I'm like, if I'm tired, I'm like, I know Zerx is sticking this out, so I'll stick this out. But then Zerx left, I was like, fuck. It's bullshit. It was rough. We got it gets sass. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I should have switched to Frost. I was also thinking I want to leave. I'm probably going to leave. That's what I was thinking, actually. Gex. It's Val. Val wasn't there. Which makes it even harder. Old man's groaning in the background. This isn't good. Let's see this right now. Ah, yes. Ooh, I actually think I might have made this too thin. Wow. Yeah, this thickens up just a little bit right here. I think. Yeah, it does. Wow. Damn, Gina. Losing it. I didn't make that thinner yesterday, but I thought that's what happened. Huh. Val says. Now what's going to happen is they're going to play, and that's going to be the last time Val's home. You guys should play, honestly. Okay, all right. You lurk, man. You lurk. It's all good. It's all good. We're all good, man. There. Play some games with me, Gerx. There you go. You should. Probably get to play. Lots of drawing today. This is good. I like this. Lots of drawing. Lots of drawing. That's what we do. We need to get better. Squint. Squint. Let's catch this foot up. These feet are a shame. You all right, Dad? The old man, I hear him groaning and grunting back there. You all right? Oh, he's playing with that tape. You like it? It's nice on it, yeah. Move this back some. Or I can move this forward right now. Wait, let's move this back. Bobos is this. Eye of the Storm? Nice. Yeah, he constantly runs it, is what he does. It's a little shot on Dad playing with his tape. There we go. Old man in the background. That's where I came from. This guy right here. It's the goat. The old goat. Thinking, shit, got old. That's what he's thinking. You know, they really need to offer a box to check that we agree that we are old enough to view the channel and to make the box go away to never pop up again. That makes sense. That makes sense. Which is why they won't do it. Actually, I don't know why they wouldn't do it. They should do it. They should do it. Is it dinner time? Is that what it is? It's 5:15. Old man. How you doing, old man? Thinking, hell, shit. Is that what you're thinking? Thinking I made you, I can destroy you. It's plotting, thinking, what can I do? What can I do to destroy him? Swoops down. Another 3 hours or so before he can smooth this out. Here we go. We're just crushing it today. That's what we do. We crush it, as they say. Crush it. Make sure this heel does not get too dark. I don't want it too dark. Let's cut in here. Just a little. There we are, man. You all right, Dad? I'm actually going to accent this. There, that's kind of nice. Consider it accented, bitch. Yeah. That is a freaking foot, bitch. All right. Now, Val, are you going to stay up late to play tonight? Do you have to work tomorrow? Define late. 8:30, 9 o'clock. Can you play around then? That's when I have to put my dad to bed. You got work, okay. Negative Ghost Rider. Yeah. It's a good show, by the way. Yeah, I know. You go to bed like at 8:30, don't you? Which is a good time to go to bed, to be honest with you. Oh, it sucks. One second, I need to take this. Hey, Shirley, how are you doing? All right, sorry. See, I'm going out of town, and so I need to find somebody to watch his ass this weekend, and it's all last minute stuff. So it's kind of crazy, down to the last second it seems. So that's how it is, man. Make sure he doesn't burn the house down. No, I'm not taking a vacation. I'm actually traveling down to New Orleans because one of the gentlemen who I am good friends with and who I did a portrait for a couple years ago, he knows a lot of the types of people who would buy my type of work, and he's actually throwing a party. And they invited us because he's always trying to promote me and stuff, and so I'll most likely get some portrait commissions out of it and see New Orleans, which is nice. And I'm going with one of my good friends here who is always watching after me, trying to help me out and stuff, which is extremely grateful for. So it should be a good trip. It's not vacation, but I don't know, maybe it'll feel kind of like one when I go down there. It'll be quite nice. Like I've said, I've never been before, and I've heard you got to go. It's an amazing place and this and that. So I haven't been on a plane in probably almost a decade, man. It's been a long time. I used to travel all the time. So. Hey, thank you, Hammy. I appreciate that. I'll have a good time. Sure, I will have a good time. Yeah, the guys my friend I'm going with is really cool, and the person who's throwing the party is actually a little bit. He's an older gentleman, but his son played for Navy football, and he's the one I did the portrait of. I think it's on my website. This big black guy with, in a his sailor outfit, or his white suit rather, the Navy suit, and he sat for me and stuff, and really really cool guy. We had a lot of fun. This was a couple Christmases ago. He actually came and stayed at our house, or rather my mom's house, and have an apartment close by. But he stayed with my mom, and we would hang out, go to the studio, work, and it's one of those, like, just a really nice family, So they're always traveling. It's just they're those types of people. They're very outgoing and very motivated, hard workers and such. And so yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's gonna be cool. And they used to actually. This guy's dad is Ron. His dad, Ron Sr., used to live here because he was working at Wake Forest University, and he was the head of the Department of Psychology to try to turn their deficit into a surplus, which he did. There were like $2 million or I don't know if it was $2 million. They were in debt, and he turned it into a surplus in like 2 years. So the man knows what he's doing, and doesn't have a big head on his shoulders or anything. So it's good. We would always have him over and smoke cigars and stuff. It's one of the key witnesses. My friend is a lawyer, so he was a key witness in a lot of the cases and stuff, which is how he knows him. Anyway, lots of information. It'll be fun. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm shadowing this. See how that looks on stream. It's looking okay. It seems to look a little bit grainier on stream than it does in reality. I don't know why that is. I don't know why. some of the value down, some back. That's it. Just drops a little bit. Just want to point out that all I've been doing today is correcting. That's it. All I ever do is correct. It's not like I'm just modeling and doing. I'm always saying this is wrong. Dang it. Correct, correct, correct. That's what I have to do. When I say correct, I mean to be doing that with air quotes because I don't always correct it. Sometimes I make it worse. What's the name of this game? Game. Oh man. Good man. Let's go up to the hands. Piacciono le mani. Cuts in. You okay, Dad? Yeah? Did I give him everything? Oh, granola bar. You want a granola bar? Here we go, big guy. Eat this shit. Look at this. Look what we got here. Yeah, eat. You don't want it?
Yeah.
You do? Here, take it.
Right.
Give me this. Here, eat. Here. Hold. Got it? Got it? Eat. Maybe I'll just feed it to him a little bit at a time. Let's do that. Come on. Eat that shit. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was on. Hands. Okay. Bruh. 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 Cuts in there. I love when someone calls me and places me on hold. It's really funny. I don't know why. Hey, can you hold for a second? It's really funny. Eat. It's good shit. I'm your friend. Peace offering. Does your dad have something to do while he's sitting there, or is he just sitting and watching you work? Well, I gave him a palette knife and a measuring tape to play with, and it seems to occupy him. It does. He's playing with the soap. How did you get the soap? Give me that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Here, you can play with this if you want. Still need it. There we go. Here, I'll give you this too. This drawing I'm really working up. Here. Ready? Here.
Good.
Yeah, eat that shit. Good. You like it?
Yeah.
Good. Peace offering. I'm your friend. Yes, I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend. Good old man. to let him know, drill it into his head, as he fights me. It's actually coming along. Hammy, trust me, you'd be doing the same thing if you knew how he fought. If you were in my position, you'd be saying the same thing. Every day, it's a battle of life or death with him. And he looks harmless. You know. But that's kind of a lie. He has what's called old man strength. It's only grown, and he's transferred it into his hands. And he's strong as shit. He can crush you. He picked me up once. He's really strong. He's extremely strong. Oh, I know you were. As am I. However, I'm also spouting truth. Shit. That's what I do. I spout truth. No, he's a lot of fun actually. It's really funny. Tag in. Yeah, dads are just like something else. I don't know what it is. They're just tough. Yeah, the old man's strength. The old man's strength. It's something else, man. It's something else, I tell you. They're tough. They're mucho tough. Oh. If I upset him, I'm disappointed or yelling at, depending on the circumstantial side of that. Yeah. Very disappointed in you. Mine, he would get quiet and give you that look, and ooh, it was horrible. I really think it has to do with pride, you know. It's more of they won't allow you to win because it would break their pride. And so they find strength that even surprises themselves. I don't know. I haven't been in that position. All I know is we used to go to the beach every year, and Dad would every year he would say, like we would always fight. Me and my brother would always fight him in the ocean. We'd try to dunk him, flip him, all this and that. He would beat the shit out of us. And this went on. I mean, I was in my 20s, and I was strong in my 20s. And he'd still kill us. And every year he'd be like, next year, you just need to fill out. Every year. End of that year, next year. You'll get me next year. You just need to fill out every time. Him. Were you eating that? Don't eat that. That's not food. Shit. Here. Have this. Here. A peace offering. Here we go, big guy. Give me that. Eat. I'm your friend. Good. Eat. Obviously now I have him, but he's still, you got to be careful because he'll go for your nuts. He'll just hit you there. The worst thing that happened, and I'm just going to say it because I don't care. There's 5 of us on here. He was slipping in the bathroom, and he grabbed my balls to hold on, and I legit panicked. This was like a week ago because he had an iron strength. He had my nuts, and he was holding, he had like this, and he was trying to, I said, if he goes down, I'm a woman. The worst situation I've been in, not in my life, but in a very long time. It was horrible. Whew. Anyway, I think kind of get him is by putting him in a headlock. Yeah. It's like a beer belly. He drinks a lot of tea. He has a tea belly? I didn't know you could get a tea belly. Oh, he definitely needs food. In fact, I should probably get him back. Damn. I have been streaming for some time. Let's work on the breast a little bit. Old joke. Yeah, I know, right? Tegan, that's pretty funny, actually. It's true. He drinks a lot of tea. Yeah, dads are funny. Yeah, I could go on with a lot of the stories. Like, I think I said this in one of the funniest stories that, I don't know if it was the funniest, but a funny story. This is, I gotcha. But anyway, so like several years ago, I would say probably 15 years ago, my brother and I were at my parents' house, and Dad comes up. He's like, Lou, Rich. I need yous. I said, all right. So we go, it was yard work, and of course we're like, damn it, you know. So we go outside, and he's just standing there staring at us. And we look, and there's a tree that's about 30 feet high, and he has a rope tied around very tightly to the very tip top of the tree, and I don't know how he got up there. And he's like, Lou, Rich, we're gonna topple this tree over, but I'm gonna cut it. But before it falls, Lou, I want you grabbing the rope from the very top of the tree. I want you to pull it towards you so it doesn't fall in the shed, crush it. And so my brother's just standing there, and we said, how'd you get the rope on the top of the tree? He's like, don't worry about it. And so then my brother, you know, we're kind of laughing because it was funny, and brother says, I'm gonna go get mom. And he's like, no, don't get your mother, don't get your mother. And, you know, he's normally very cool and calm, and that's the first time I really saw him just kind of flip out, like, because he knew what he was doing was not safe, and mom would just come out and make it more complicated. And so I was like, Dad, you want me to pull this thing out? I said, what? It's gonna come at me. It's gonna crush me. It's like you just gotta jump out of the way. I was like, shit. So we did, and it worked fine. It was perfectly viable method. It's funny though. Another time, this had to have been before. We were taking the old shed apart, and Dad calls me out and says, he's like, Lou, need you. I said, okay. And so what he had to do, you know, it sounds like every talk I had with every apprentice ever when it comes to felling a tree, really, just jump out of the way. Yeah. It makes sense, right? Anyway, so like, you know, you have the 2x4s, and then you have the plywood going across, right? Normally it's nailed in, you know, probably screwing in is the best, but it's nailed in, right? And so Dad has been working, and there's like, you know, the shed's a decent sized shed, and so there's the planks, you know, the plywood going across, and there's quite a few of them, and he's like, he was out there for a couple of hours. He's like, Lou, I need you to help me get these off. I've been out here for some time. He's like, here, let me show you what to do. All you got to do, and he's going nail by nail and, like, you know, meticulously getting it out and stuff. And he's gotten like 3 or 4 of them done. I said, how long did this take you to get out? He says, it's only taken me a couple hours. And so I was like, all right. But I said, can I try something? He's like, yeah, go for it. So he's outside, working on the outside part, like, you know, trying to pull it apart meticulously. And all I can see like his little bald head messing around. There's a little window here. He's messing around. All I see it, you know, I hear, you know, the nails being pulled out with a hammer and stuff. You know, he's going down. And I took a sledgehammer from the inside, right? And just like hit it on all the corners and then popped the board out instantly. And Dad looks at me, he's like, did you get it? I was like, yeah. He's like, shit. Because he had been working for like 3 or 4 hours, and he only got like a couple of them done. Like, because it was hard to get out. Like, there was a lot of work. But normally he was on top of things. That was one of the times where I was like, I got him. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Shit. Saw his little bald head poke around the corner. You got it? Because he said, I don't think it's going to work. I was like, well, let me try it. Saved a lot of time. I feel like if I work on this ass, I'm going to get flagged. But let's go for it. Again, I feel like I should label this hot tub stream and I'll be okay. That's what I feel like. I feel like hot tub streams do better than art streams in regards to appeasing Twitch. Val reported me. because it wasn't until I went in and started getting the dimples and worked this area up that I got a report from Twitch saying, we reviewed the content and you haven't broken laws, but any of our terms of service, but you're gonna have to classify it as, whatever. It's mature content. When I started doing this, that's what happened, man. I do have to go in a second because I have to get him back and get him fed. You son of a bitch. There you draw tasteful art of voluptuous women. I'm offended. Val, did you see what I sent you on Instagram today about the Bud Light? I think I sent that to Zerks too. It was pretty funny. I was like, I have to send this to Val. This drops a little bit. Meticulously sculpting the crack. This is how we do a crack, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we do a crack. I remember still my dad's car keys and I was riding the car down and I looked in the mirror and I just see him sprinting behind me. I was going That's really funny, actually. Did you stop? Were you trying to escape him? What happened? Why did you do that? That's pretty funny. Like, what's the rest of the story? I feel like you skipped a lot. It was really funny. We're gonna bring the butt crack shadow in just a little bit. This is a hot tub stream, Twitch. Nothing to see here. Boy, I really did get that butt. Now that is... I went faster, but he still caught you? How did he catch you? That's really funny. How's it going, Big Dick? Doing okay? I should get going. I would draw another hour, but I should get going. He would got a hold of you eventually. I still wonder that, shockingly. I went faster, but he was shocking. I still wonder. That's really funny. That's a good story. I like that one. That's pretty good. That's really good. He caught you. You're speeding up and he's catching up. You know what it's like? It's like it's like Terminator 2. Have you ever seen that tag in? The guy who like morphs, it's like liquid metal and he jumps, he's running in the back, like running and then he just latches on the back of the car and pulls himself up. He's like, it's like your dad. Dads are funny, man. He would always do pretty funny stuff without really meaning to. Shit. You doing okay? Yeah, anyway. Guys, I want to keep on streaming, but I can't. I do have to go. I have to get him home. But Let me think if I can stream tomorrow. I don't know if I can stream tomorrow. I'll try to stream, but it'll probably be in the morning. Maybe. I don't know. Tomorrow's questionable, but Thursday I can stream. I was seeing him. He put his Crocs on sport. Oh wait, I was seeing him. He put his Crocs on sport mode with his tank top. I was seeing him sprinting in his belly jump. That's really funny. That's pretty good, man. I like that. Here, eat this shit. Eat. Here, open. Eat. I'm your friend. You can trust me. Got it? Good. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. I got to run, but like I said, I'll be on Thursday, and you guys are awesome. Y'all take care. I'll see you.